check. Lights on. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Why is this? Why is this gray? Hell yeah.
Mic check.
Why the volume ain't working for that? It's like it's off, but it isn't. My Discord volume. I don't think you are. Maybe not yet. We'll find out. Hold on. You should be able to hear in a second. It's going to work. Welcome, guys. As you see, TJay is not here tonight. We got SkyHighJosh always filling in whenever he can. Like I said, we're looking to start some more stuff. We just get distracted with all these games that we keep playing, man. UFC 6 was hype as fuck. You have a lot of different things, but the main thing we want to fucking talk about tonight, or at least get on with, is Conor McGregor versus Holloway, Max Holloway. This is a rematch. A lot of people don't even realize that these guys fought both early in their careers, so it's super exciting for us who's been watching forever. Back when we didn't know shit about McGregor or Holloway when they were brand new. Like, we knew them, but we didn't. They were like young prospects. We didn't really not. They weren't really that. They were not that big back when they fought. But as always, we got Josh here. He's in case you're not familiar, he's always live with me. We always go live together. He'll be out there swinging them things, swinging fucking hands, swinging fucking fishing poles, swinging fucking everything, bro. Whipping the cars. So what do you? I know I'm excited about this fight night. And SkyHighJosh, he was sitting there telling me, "What do you want to tell me? Because what you think about this fight card, top to bottom? What's your analysis on how this is?"
Well, even like I say, even like this whole card in general, like I said, I think it was the card before the White House card. I can't remember which one it was, but I was saying that was probably like one of the best cards of the year. But you know what? Like, looking at this whole card, like from the early prelims up to the main card itself are all really good fights. It's like really interesting card. It's like one card that I'm actually gonna sit there and watch like from start to end. Because yeah, I'll be honest, I would. A lot of the most recent ones, I'll probably just mainly watch like the main card because that's where the most interesting fights have been. But this card, yeah, I'm going to be putting my full time into it because there's a lot of interesting fights. Like probably like the main ones, like one of the main ones, like surprisingly, like I don't know, you're kind of interested in it as well. Is Krylov versus Whitaker because I'm definitely interested to see what he's going to be doing at like light heavyweight and see how far he can go. See
Yeah,
if he could end up getting some kind of title shot in that weight. Like this is his last run really now. And like let's see if he could grab some gold in light heavyweight or not and see how good he can actually do.
yeah, or even just have a few fun matches afterwards.
Yeah,
Like no matter what height it is, it's like his career could end fucking tomorrow night based on this fight. But
yeah.
but in my opinion, there's a lot of fights like that tomorrow. Whereas like Cody Garbrandt, if he loses terribly, he's done, bro.
What you see with Cody though, it's always 50-50. You don't know if he's gonna come out and like literally starch somebody, or he's gonna come out and just have a terrible fight. Like you never know with him.
Yeah, and another one that I think is like, you got somebody like King Green, Terrence McKinney. I could see either one of them retiring because like they both had King Green's looking really good right now. Terrence McKinney's looking really good, but they both had lows in their careers kind of recently, you know. And it's
And
like
another one I'm actually interested in as well is the Luke Riley fight.
the who?
Luke Riley, he's fighting.
Oh yeah, Luke Riley. Hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's fucking cool.
and
And
he's undefeated as well. He's undefeated as well, isn't he? He's 13-0, so that's going to be a good fight as well. I'm just still having.
I usually don't like to do this, but even though Rampage ain't here, I'm gonna bring his name up. I know that he's excited for Penis fighting tonight or tomorrow night, I should say. Tonight for you UK guys, I would think, unless
Yeah,
yeah. But
there
we
was.
got we got Wang and Penis on the same fucking card. Damian
Oh, yeah.
Pinas and Kong Wang. It's kind of funny.
Because there was two fights that was changed, wasn't there as well?
Let me see. I didn't even
Farid
look at that for myself.
Sharp was meant to fight Ethan Ewig, but that got cancelled, and he's fighting
Oh
John
man,
Garza
I want.
and also Cody Durban and Obey Osborne got
Cancelled.
cancelled, and I'm just seeing if there was an actual replacement for that fight or not. Yeah, he's fighting Alessandro Costa now.
Yeah, and so they just scrapped the other fight, huh? With Ewing.
I think one of them. I think Ethan must have got injured.
Yeah, because I don't even see that
And
fight on here at all anymore. I didn't even realize. Shows you how much I
yeah,
really was paying attention.
yeah. Well, like I'm saying, I'm just using Google here. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Obviously, I
yeah.
can see
Well,
the
it's
cat.
one. It's. I just meant like it's one of them fights. I guess it wasn't that hype because I didn't even realize it was
Yeah,
going. You know what I mean? Like I remember being hype about that fight when I saw it, and then I like as I'm like looking at the fights, I didn't even realize that that's not even on the card.
and the main one I want to talk about, and if he does do really good tomorrow, he will like. I will end up becoming a big fan of him. He's Gable Stevenson.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Wasn't
even
he?
I ain't even gonna cap though. There's so much hype, and there's so much fucking pressure on him. He
Yeah, definitely,
if
man.
he
Definitely is.
shows any weakness, the fucking the casuals, even hardcores, but mostly the casuals are gonna go fucking insane at how bad this guy is because he has such big hype. Everybody wants him to be perfect. That's the problem with
Yeah,
MMA fans. It's like they
I know,
have to be perfect when they got
definitely.
hype. It's like, okay, so he can't go and get clipped by accident and whatever. You know what I mean? Like it happens. Everybody's human. Well, not everybody, but according to what we know. Everybody's human. They might be cyborgs, holograms, aliens.
So I'm pretty sure as well. He was also in WWE at one point as well.
100%, but I don't think they really ever did anything with him. He signed with
Didn't
WWE.
they? Didn't they use him? I'm sure. Was it, or was that somebody else? I'm trying to think. Didn't they use him as Kurt Angle's like
No,
meant
that
to be his son or
that was
something?
that
Or was
was a
that
different
somebody
guy.
else?
That was a different guy.
Yeah. I was trying to think. 'Cause I remember a story like that as well. But
Yeah,
yeah, There's definitely a lot of pressure on him when it comes to this fight tomorrow.
Well, I don't know the exact betting line, but I heard it's pretty ridiculous, but it's as we would expect, I guess, huge betting line for somebody that has that much hype. It's probably one of the biggest betting lines that a debuting UFC fighter has had, or if
But
not
I
the
think
biggest.
another reason why I think there's a lot of hype around him as well, because that previous fight he had, can't remember,
Yeah.
he took like that split kick to the face, whatever it was, and he just ate it like it was nothing.
Well, he shook it off.
Yeah. Yeah,
he
but the way he shook it up was like, yeah, like it just didn't bother him though.
Now you were like, yeah, that's a tough son of a bitch. He wasn't too worried about it. He didn't panic.
Yeah,
He composed himself, and that showed a
yeah,
lot of promise. I'm
he
with
did
you.
like let it didn't shake him and like yeah, but he didn't show no like sign of weakness when it hit him. Like
Now, do you
he was
think
able to.
I don't I don't always talk about the main event first, but I'm kind of feeling the main event talk right now. I want to ask you, do you think the fact that these guys are 13 years older than their first time they fought, do you think that it's going to be, would it be fair to even judge or to analyze the way they fought each other? Because maybe they're both so different in fighters as humans, you know?
Personally, personally to me, as much as I love Max and I'm a big Max fan, I just feel like Conor. I feel like Conor will do it. I do want Max to win. Like that's all I've said since I've heard about this fight. But I just generally feel like Conor is gonna get it done. Not first round, but he may get him like maybe like third round, like in the later rounds.
So,
That's how.
but
That's generally how I feel. Like
but
obviously,
that's
yeah.
that's that's kind of similar to the when they first met, like the first bout, because like first round Connor kind of took the early lead with
Yeah.
landing the better striking. He won almost every striking exchange. The last time I watched this was yesterday, and I was watching it to see what Max did because I remember I was being told as if I had viewed the fight wrong. So I was really analytical when I was watching. And honestly, if Max won one or two exchanges, meaning when they would meet,
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if he even won one or two. From my memory and from what I watched, it was like every time they clashed, Connor was winning the exchange. So it's like
Oh
it's
yeah, no,
kind of
definitely.
crazy how dominant Connor was when people talk about this fight. From my
But
perspective, it was Connor all the way the whole fight.
but also the other advantage what Conor does have on Max is that Conor's had 3 fights at welterweight.
Yeah.
Because he fought he fought Nate twice, and then also had his fight with Cerrone. So he's had that experience of fighting at that weight, holding that weight, and that's the thing. That's what I say for Max. Obviously, yeah, Max is quick, he's got that power, but it's going to be different because he's carrying that extra weight, being in welterweight, and yeah, he may walk around probably close to welterweight, but he's never fought at that weight. So him adding the extra pounds to his body, he's got to get used to that because it may slow him down a bit.
Yeah,
But then he,
like it's possible, just to give you a little devil's advocate on that, it's possible that the fact that he's not depleting himself for a weight cut, that his body is actually like more healthy for the fight.
yeah, no, that can also be the case as well. Yeah, but you never know how. Obviously, yeah, he's been obviously training or whatever, but you don't know how that also could affect his cardio as well. Him used to being lighter and being able to move around more and stuff as well.
That
Where with that extra weight, that's what I'm saying. It may even restrict his movement a little bit.
Yeah, because that's a 30-pound difference,
So that's
respectively.
what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Where he's usually used to like fighting at what featherweight, lightweight. What does he fight? He fights at lightweight now, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, but
Like usually.
they first met at 145. Now they're fighting at 170.
Yeah,
That's like a
that's what I'm
25
saying.
fucking
Yeah,
pound difference.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where Connor's had them 3 fights, he's had that experience in that weight, especially with them 2 brutal fights against fucking Diaz.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking
so he knows what I'm saying.
Holloway. I mean Max. Fuck, Connor. he was responding in the press conference. You might remember this. Anybody that watched the press conference, but he was saying when they were saying like, "Oh yeah, Max is talking about bringing you in deep waters and stuff and this and that," and he said, "Yeah, that sounds all fine. This ain't his exact words, but this is what I got out of it. It sounds all fine and dandy and shit, but we're fighting at 170. He's used to doing that to 145ers. How's he going to look at 170? He did mention that. And and the fact that they're not really doing big weight cuts, they might be doing weight cuts, but the fact that they're not doing big weight cuts means it's less less dehydration of the brain. So they're probably going to be less likely to be knocked out than they would normally.
And like another thing I'm gonna go on to as well, like obviously like a lot of people have said it, Conor looks old. Well, the one thing that clearly proves as well, because he was seen like obviously look, Conor like for the past couple of years he's had that bold look with the beard and that and stuff. But look, his hair's come back. He does look old because like he said, and I do believe it, since this fight got announced and obviously training and whatever, he's literally been living in his gym.
Mm-hmm.
He's not left his gym at all.
Yeah.
For this fight. He is not. That's what I'm saying. So him just being there all the time, yeah, obviously that's what I'm saying. But even just in general, yeah, Conor is getting older. We're not going to expect Conor to be who he was, however many years ago.
But same with Max. So that's
No, it's the same with. Yeah, it's the same with Max. Obviously, yeah, he is. But the only thing with Max, obviously, he's been fighting more.
yeah.
That's his advantage as well. Like he's been fighting more. He's been more active. Where
Yeah.
obviously Conor hasn't. Where Conor hasn't. What for the past 5 years?
Advantage and disadvantage because maybe Connor's body has had more time to recover certain things that wouldn't if he was
Yeah.
full on training all them years.
But my point as well, the one thing Max should really do is focus the legs, especially with Connor having the messed up. Obviously, I know it's recovered and whatever and that, but still, there's still going to be that damage to it.
You know what's funny is I think that if I was in Connor's corner or his coaching staff, I would say focus on Holloway's legs. So I think
No, Max
I
is up the Max. Max can get hurt from them leg shots. Like example from when he fought Volkanovski, and Volkanovski was just targeting them legs,
yeah
and he was just digging into them, and it slowed Max down.
yeah.
So that can be used against him. But the only reason why I'm saying that with Max to Connor, because
No,
Connor
I
obviously
like that.
obviously having that injury,
Mm-hmm.
that you never know. Max could hit him with one nice kick,
Yeah,
and
fuck his shit up.
that could fuck him up. Like literally, that could fuck him up for the rest of the fight, and
Yeah,
then restrict Connor's movement and the way he wants to fight.
I agree with
Because
you.
then Connor's gonna then be thinking about his legs, thinking, you know what, I don't want to get hit again, or I don't want to end up moving somehow, and then I end up messing my leg up again. Like
Yeah,
that could end up then playing on his mind through the fight.
but it would be funny if they both go for leg kicks because we both kind of feel like key to victory might be leg kicks. Me personally, I think it's through Connor because it's going to slow his footwork down. But
One thing,
I also completely agree with you. I think that Max should be targeting legs too.
yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like obviously, Max, yeah, in general, his legs can be a bit weak. 'Cause obviously, like you said, we've seen from previous fights.
But
But then, yeah,
Max, one thing I know about this fight is Max does not want to stay inside with fucking Connor because Connor on the inside fucking kills Max every time.
there's no need for as a Max got the reach not advantage on Conor anyway, so it would make more sense for Max to just literally sit on the outside and pick his shots with Conor,
And he's
not be aggressive, and like coming to like just constantly coming in and going for them shots because he knows he's going to get caught if he does that.
Yeah, and he would. I mean, honestly, like he got caught a lot. But the thing is, when they were at 145, Max was getting caught plenty, but he was also
Yeah.
he wasn't affected in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was getting hurt, but he was also just eating the shots. Like, yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't just, yeah, he
effective
wasn't just getting
shots, but it
open
wasn't
shots.
really
Yeah,
wobbling him like that and nothing. But like he was eating the worst shots. Max's shots when he would land them, the best shot he landed was that kick that he brought up in the press conference, was a kick to the head, stumble on him, but he caught his balance with his hand and everything, so they didn't technically label it a knockdown. But other than that, Max's punches, strikes, kicks, they look like they was doing fuck all to Conor when they did land.
Yeah.
But most time, even when
Look
like
how
there was
young.
times Max was landing like a 1-2 or something right to his fucking chin, and you couldn't tell how clean it landed just because it was like not the best.
Oh, okay. Look, I
But then
thought there was a
but then
big
Conor would
age
do this.
difference in everything.
Conor was doing this shit like this every time that Max would land. He's just like, "Fuck you, I don't give a fuck."
No, I remember.
So it's
I
just
thought
even if it was effective, it made it look even less effective because Conor was doing that shit.
I thought Conor was way older than like Max, but I didn't realize there's only like a 3-year difference between them.
Yeah, I would have guessed, but
Obviously, yeah. No,
I
but
knew
obviously, like, I
Max
know
was
that was
young as shit when he first started UFC though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, that was young him, and like remember them times. Look how Max literally. Look how he said he made it into the UFC and he trained. He literally played the game, and that's how he learned how to become like a fighter from
Yeah,
playing the game.
and it's weird to think about because in some ways it feels longer and in some ways it feels shorter. The fact that that fight was 13 years ago between those two guys.
Yeah, it does feel like it doesn't feel like it's been that long, like the fight. Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels like a lifetime away in a weird way.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a very interesting fight. But like I said, personally for me, I feel like the best thing for Max would be to do. He's like I said, work the legs, stay on the distance, and just be selective with his shots. Like wait for when Conor misses or when he knows he can counter. Because if he just pushes in, it's just not going to work out right for him. Conor will just dominate the whole fight like that.
So
Conor will just Conor will just hit him with them effective shots. He'll back up and he'll just wait when to just start pushing again and hit him with what he wants to. Where
so
like I say, it would be better for him to stay out on on the distance and just like come in and be obviously like selective with his shots, but just don't be too aggressive.
mhm. So you got Conor by what, third round knockout, or what were you
I,
saying? What's your final say?
I you know, yeah, I would say kind of third. Like I say, personally, I do want Max to win, but like in my heart, it's gonna be like kind of like third round knockout.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I think that Max might be a little bit too welcoming and get knocked out in the first round. But I like that. I like the rumors that's been going around because there's hints at it like here and there about Conor grappling. So it would be funny if Conor just shoots immediately and then like did some crazy shit. But yeah, I think Conor. I think they're gonna do a striking match, and I think that Max is gonna make the mistake of staying in the pocket too long and get
Yeah,
knocked out.
that's what. Yeah, that's the way he will. That's what I say. Like I feel like the way he will get knocked out. Like
I think they
him
might do
just
the point
pushing.
down thing as soon as the bell rings. You feel, like I think that might be a thing where they just say "fuck it, let's just brawl, motherfucker."
I think we
I think
may
that
get.
could
Yeah,
be a thing.
I think at the start we may get like a 30-40 second burst of where they fucking maybe just like go a bit crazy. Or you
That's what I'm
never know.
saying.
You
I'm
never know.
telling you,
Or you
and if
never
that
know.
happens, Connor's killing him.
Or you never know. You never know. The first minute or so, they might come out and just like
Feel each
not
other
really
out.
do much, just to feel each other because it's been so long. Like they don't want to just come in and think, "Oh, okay, this was the fight from 13 years ago. I'm just going to come and do the same thing." Like they may.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Might come out and try and get a feel of each other just to then see what they're going to do.
Exactly.
But like I said, I do agree with you what you're saying. Like I think it could happen if Max comes out and just be like you said, too welcoming and tries to just be like aggressive off the bat. He might end up getting caught with something. Like we could, like you never know. We could end up seeing like what happened to Aldo.
So at the press conference, Connor had brought it up, and then it was asked about, which was he was saying he wanted to be triple champ, meaning
Yeah,
he wants to go for the 170 title after this.
but
So
this is
he
what I don't.
but so like either way he was asked. They said, well, what if Islam and Ian Gary are fighting? He said, you're gonna fight your fellow Irishman if he wins. He said, I forget exactly what he said, but he basically said, yep, with zero hesitation. He's like, yep.
It's crazy. This is the crazy thing though, because most of Ireland don't even want Conor to win. That most of Ireland right now are rooting for Max. That's the crazy thing.
Well, uh, he did say he hopes Ian Gary wins for Ireland because he wants his fellow Irishman to win. and he said he would fight him.
See that's fine. That's a very like obviously we're gonna come around to that at some point when we talk about that eventually, like when that fight comes around. But that's gonna be another very interesting fight.
Yeah.
But like I said, to go from like a while ago, I did say to like Conor will either, like I said, he'll win it. If he wins, he'll either go down and fight Thingy. But it makes sense to obviously, even though we know he probably will lose, but it will make sense for him to go up and try to go for triple champ. Plus, that would end up being probably like UFC's second biggest fight ever, or maybe even be bigger than what him and Khabib was, because him and Islam do have a lot of like beef as well.
And I didn't go back and
And I was-
I didn't go back and double check this, but I remember hearing this, and either I misheard something, Conor misspoke, or they accidentally leaked something. But I thought he had said something like there was a belt on the line for tomorrow night. So if they bring out a belt, that'd be interesting.
It will
Because-
be interesting, but there's no what bout is it going to be?
But maybe it's a Conor stipulation. He only fights for belts. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
If that was the case, then they would have been promoting it like that to make it even bigger. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
If that was
I'll have to go back and find what I'm talking about, and we'll analyze it and shit. Especially, afterwards. You know what I mean? To see if like what I heard. But it was just something small, and I was like, did he mean that? Or did he misspeak, or did I mishear him? I'm in that instance. I thought all that, but I never went back and checked. But it'd be crazy if they just put a random fucking BMF title up there because it's Conor.
But that's the thing, though. They should make another one for like maybe one of the higher divisions, though.
Before we get off Conor, I wanted to say, one of the things that was asked by Dana was like about the highest gate and everything, and he's like, yeah, of course, every time Conor comes here, we make more money than we ever fucking had. We broke the fucking record.
Well,
and
my
then,
example looks as soon as this card got promoted, though.
but I want to say that TJay actually made an interesting point. Right when Dana was saying that, he goes, yeah, but this motherfucker's jacking up the price anytime Conor fights. So instead of a $300 ticket, it's $500. So of course he's making more money every time because he's making the fucking seats so much more expensive. But
yeah, but that's
in reality, that's Conor breaking the record still. You know what I mean? Because people are paying it.
That's because it's Conor, though, and they know they can sell the tickets more because they know people will pay it because it's Conor.
Yeah, well, I mean, he broke it down, and it sounds different when he says it like that. But I was thinking that like that's still proving the point that people are paying more just because of Conor. Ethernet, I believe. I don't even know how to say your name, brother. ET, welcome in, bro. The prelims don't start until tomorrow. You feel me? Like we're talking about it. This is the night before, homie.
Just to go back on that as well, though, like I was saying, like you say, Conor is and has been for God knows how many years the UFC's moneymaker. And like I said, eventually when he does go, there's obviously they're gonna have to have that next person. And like I said, even though like I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of the person, I feel like their next big moneymaker will be Josh Rocket. Because he's got that kind of like personality, like Conor. He talks his shit, whatever, and stuff, and that he gets to people like.
They have a couple
It's
people.
a bit more controversial, though. Obviously, when it comes to like what he says, I understand that, but he has kind of got that same kind of personality when it comes to stuff like the way he is in the press conferences and everything.
Yeah. So, just to answer you, homie, 5 p.m. is when the prelims start tomorrow. 5 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where you're at in the world, but for me, it starts at 5 p.m. The main card starts at 9 p.m. So it's like a regular. This is the pay-per-view times they've been doing recently since they switched to Paramount. Instead of starting at 10 p.m., now they're starting at 9 p.m. So everything's a little like an hour before it used to be for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin, or just got shot. It is tomorrow, bro. I didn't even see that I had some YouTube chatters there. Welcome in, homie. Just double checked all that because we was in a conversation. Sometimes I'd be forgetting to check chat, y'all. Just got shot. Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, not tonight. And sometimes I say tonight because me and Josh, our team, no sleep. We sleep every now and then. You know what I mean? So we say tonight
Pretty much,
because it's
yeah.
like the same day for us. We're gonna stay up until the fucking fights are on. We might get a nap in between, but yeah.
But
But
yeah,
just to kind of transition into this, you're saying next big star and stuff. Well, it seemed like Patty the Batty was doing pretty well at the press conference. The crowd was behind him almost as much as they were behind Conor. Actually, in my
yeah,
opinion, weirdly more than because it might be because he's going against Conor, but Max Holloway kind of got boos and shit. They was hella behind Patty. They was hella behind Conor, but Max kind of didn't get as much love as he usually does by the crowd.
I think that was because of his. I think that was because of the fight against Charles as well, and the way that went.
Yeah.
And people were expecting to obviously for Max to go out and obviously be like very aggressive against him, and it just didn't turn out to go like be that way.
Well, he was also dull at the fucking press conference, just like saying his prepared dumbass answers. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him
Yeah,
in. I'm bring him in deep waters and drown him. I hope he can swim. It's like, bro, you're just saying the same shit over and over again. Fucking give us a little bit of your personality that we're used to.
that's the thing with Paddy though. Like you said about Paddy, but Paddy always gets that kind of response from the crowd, but win or
No,
lose.
yeah. And then
It's very like,
so BSD, he seems very determined, but he also was kind of doing the same thing as Max. He had his prepared answers. He was very
yeah.
dry about it, but he had intensity, and I liked the prepared answers he said. It was all very good stuff. Like he's just focused on his own legacy and trying to do like the other guys are doing, and that's above him. And shit. I respect BSD. He can win. Um, I want Patty to win. I like Patty better.
Oh yeah, I'm team Paddy all day when it comes to that fight. You know, but I feel like that. I feel like that may go to a decision, unless I don't know, because
I
even Paddy's
originally
got
I
that good.
originally thought that, but at the press conference, they both are fucking determined to fucking finish each other. It seems. At least that's what
Yeah,
they're
but that's
saying.
the thing. Yeah, they both could possibly finish each other, but they both also got very good ground game as well.
Hmm. Well,
Like, I,
one thing that BSD was asked about in the press conference was, "Are you excited that
yeah,
you could be the first person to knock out Patty? Does that
yeah.
motivate you?" And he said, "Absolutely." But he's always looking for a finish type shit. Is what he was saying.
That's the thing. We see that now. This is the difference of how I was saying about how Max shouldn't like come in aggressive against Conor. That's how I feel like BSD needs to be against Paddy because
Yeah.
Paddy, when it comes to the striking, Paddy likes to fight on the distance a lot.
Hmm.
That's how he likes to fight when it comes to the striking. So it's vice versa with this fight. I feel like
Yeah.
if he wants to knock him out, then he's gonna have to come in and be aggressive and catch him with some early shots, slow him down. Because that's another thing about Paddy. He moves about a lot as well. He's got that good stamina. Like he can go for a while, and he moves about a lot. So that's another thing he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to catch him nice to slow him down.
Yeah, but
Because then if he does that, then he can then control the fight like that. He'll be able to control it with his own pace.
what's interesting with what you're saying, because I agree that the key to victory for BSD is pressure, like forward pressure. And
Yeah,
they BSD is known for being very, very fucking powerful in the clinch. He's knocking motherfuckers out in the
oh yeah,
clinch.
yeah,
So it's like, will he be able to do that with somebody like Patty though? You know what I mean? Who's not afraid of the grappling. I'm not saying people were afraid of the grappling, but like if he gets clinched, if he gets clinched up, he might just take him down and grab a like he's not going to react the same way a lot of other fighters may. Patty's
yeah.
a different style for him. So the that what he's used to getting people out with might not work against Patty for sure. Like that's something that I figured in the factor where I'm like, Patty does have a pretty good chance because like what BSD is known for, Patty probably welcomes.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But that's the thing. That's what I say. I feel like the forward pressure is going to be like the key thing for BSD if he wants to get that knockout.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be who dictates whoever's dictating the pace is winning that fight, in my opinion.
And the way I think then, personally, if BSD is going to do that, what he should do then, if he's going to come in with that forward pressure, is then work the body of Paddy.
Yeah, I doubt he does, but that's always fucking great. I want him to. But I also
He
want
should never
Paddy
have
to win, so
to
fuck him. I hope he comes out and throws something stupid and gets knocked out while he's loading up a dumb fucking telegraph shot.
I was actually gonna go Dubois. I was actually gonna go like Paddy for submission. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah. See, like I said, originally I was gonna say fucking Paddy decision, but since they talked, man, I gotta go with a finish between one of them. I'm gonna say I am gonna go with Paddy submission on this. I'm gonna say uh either a late second or early third fucking sub.
I don't know if it's just me. I just feel like a lot of people doubt his ground game.
I definitely don't, but I definitely don't doubt BSD's ground game too. I don't know. You know what I mean? You never know. I
You
think
see, I think
I'm hoping for Paddy to get the one up, but this fight's 50
even
50
though
for me for at the end of the day.
even though he lost to Gaethje, and it's not disrespect to him, I just feel like this is going to actually be like at his first proper test, if you get what I mean. Because that fight against them two, yeah, it was a banger. It was. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this is just going to be like a different test for him on like a different level because his fight is someone who's well rounded.
Mm-hmm.
While they both are like they've both
Whoops.
got the same kind of. That's what I'm saying. They're both well rounded in the same way. So
Yeah,
it's going to be very interesting.
yeah. It's less of a or more stylistically, it's more of a test. I get you.
Yeah.
You say Megatron, welcome in. He says, you know it's big when the weigh-ins are on CBS tonight. I like that. I, I I like the beginning of that sentence because that sounds like such a good setup for a joke. You know it's big when, you know what I mean? And we fill in the blank. You know it's big when she screams when you put it in. You know the obvious bullshit. Um, yeah, I'll be rooting for Patty. I think it's 50-50. I won't be mad if BSD wins. Like I won't be upset for Patty. I think Patty still got great things ahead of him, even if he does take an L.
But I feel like
I think he's gonna live up to the test on this one though.
But I feel like also if he lost, I feel like that would kind of bring that. I feel like the hype would kind of die down on him
Well,
because of them taking.
he's already been through that in his career with that weird
Yeah,
controversial fucking decision.
I know, but with this, it would be like obviously him losing back-to-back fights as well. I didn't like, and obviously him meant to being hyped up so much
Mm-hmm.
because obviously him losing to Gaethje, and then if he loses this, that's what I'm saying. I feel like with the hype, he would then have to like go on another big run.
So like if Patty loses, do you think that's like him hitting his ceiling in the MMA and in that 155 division? It's 155, right? Yeah, 155.
Yeah, well, man, I don't know, maybe. But then what do you feel like would be the best decision for him to do? Then move up.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a ceiling. I was just wondering if because it's he failed against fucking Gaethje, right?
Yeah.
And then he's failing against the next test. That's two pretty big tests that you
Yeah, that's what
had
I'm
to.
saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I mean maybe a third test, but like at that point, are you hitting your ceiling? You're losing to the top guys. You found the height of your career right there.
Like his peak, basically. Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe that, but the sign, you know, the evidence is there that it might be true.
Yeah. That's why I say like if he's to lose this one, that's why I say like I feel like the hype would die around him.
Kind of like how we don't even think for a second King Green is gonna have an actual title run. It's possible he might get a lucky fucking title shot off of somebody fucking
Oh
falling out.
no, I don't think he will. I don't think he would get the title, but he may get a shot for it. Yeah,
But he'll
but I
never
don't think.
make it. He hit his ceiling. We know that he's not the top of the echelon of his
Well,
division.
I don't even think he will even get a chance for that title. But yeah, he's
Well,
decent.
more
But
like people like Moicano or Al Iaquinta, they've randomly got a title shot they didn't deserve just because
yeah,
they were there and ready. That might happen with King Green one day, but
could
we
happen. But look how
but
many
we
so
know
many
he hit his
people that
ceiling.
did.
That's what I
Yeah,
think we maybe. I hope not, but we may be witnessing in real time with Patty right now tomorrow.
but there's a difference as well. Look at how old King Green is. Look how old Paddy is. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean just that's. But we saw. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's stuck in that if he doesn't make any changes, he'll never.
yeah.
He'll always be a a top fiver, but never a top guy.
And then the only other thing what would be for him to do is to move up to welterweight.
If he doesn't, okay, so if he loses this and doesn't move weight class or doesn't do something kind of drastic change, he becomes just a gatekeeper for the top 5 guys.
Pretty much, yeah. Unless in that time he's able to then like prove himself and maybe go on some crazy run.
If he beats everybody they put in front of him as a gatekeeper, then obviously he earns his keep and goes up. But yeah, I think if he loses this, he'll end up being gatekeeper status unless he does something different for his career, like change weight or something crazy. I'm not really sure.
But that would only be the thing for him to do is to move up weight, really.
Yeah. Well, he could move down.
No, that would just be a disaster.
He just can't keep getting fat like he does. He could still move down.
But he always does that. Though. Look, every fight that he has, he's always like he always blows up, and then when it comes to like fight time, he just loses it all.
Mm-hmm. Do you think? Do you agree with Megatron? He's saying that win, lose, or draw, Paddy's next fight is Topuria.
It should be, yeah. That fight needs to happen.
I mean, do you really think it needs to happen though? Like to me, I'm not interested in that fight. I don't even give one shit.
Well, yeah, because especially with all the beef around with them, like and the stuff that happened. But
I get that, but it's like, didn't Topuria kind of prove like at this point? It's like go back to your weight class, scrub.
No, I feel like that would still be a good fight. Like obviously, yeah, he may make. He's obviously not going to get the rematch because Gaethje has already said that. So at this point, who else would you really give him in the division as a good fight, like right now?
Conor.
Obviously, I feel like he would do Conor though, honestly.
We'll find out tomorrow if you still feel that way.
No, even if he beats Max tomorrow, I feel, and hand on my heart, I feel like Topuria takes him out in one round, honestly.
I don't know. I can't agree with that, but I'll just say that I'll let you have it for now.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think, unless obviously see that obviously the only other thing to happen now is if Topuria doesn't want to carry on fighting that thingy, is for him to move up to welterweight and try and go for that fight against Islam.
I thought that Paddy was the taller, lankier person, but actually BSD has an inch on him, just in height.
Yeah,
they have the same reach.
Yeah, that's only an inch. That's not really going to make any.
No, I'm just used to Paddy being a lot taller for his weight class.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Most it's about 50-50 on Topology. 52% people pick Pimlet though. Now, what do you think about?
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And what do you think about Corey Sandhagen and Mario Batista, or Bautista as they pronounce it sometimes?
I'm gonna go Corey on that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm going Corey pretty heavy.
I reckon he gets him out in the second round.
61% of Topology pick Sandhagen, 39% pick Batista.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's going to go to decision. Me personally, I think that Sandhagen's going to get the knockout.
I said second round. No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it works him in the first round. Maybe even like hurts him a little bit in that first round, and then just comes out second round and like knocks him out.
Yeah,
if not, it could be a good fight, and Corey just controls it the whole time, and then gets that decision win. Also, yeah.
Sandhagen's got like them flying knees and certain other things that he does very well, man. And I could see him catching Mario with one of them and putting him out, man. But I think that they're both very well-rounded, good MMA fighters.
He's definitely got that same style as like you said, like a Sean as well. Really, he has, because he's got them he's got some flashy kicks. Like he can catch people nice as well.
Yeah, but Sandhagen's a little bit more willing to grapple than than Sean O'Malley. But Batista's very willing to grapple and likes it. He's gonna want to. It's gonna be Batista trying to work the grappling. I don't know if he's gonna try it right away, but everyone knows going into this fight, Batista's path to victory is gonna be grappling.
Didn't he fight? Wasn't it Jan for the title at one point? I'm Corey. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh no,
And
he
that
fought. He
fight,
fought Marab. He fought. Well, he might have fought Jan
Marab, sorry,
too.
Marab.
No, he fought Jan too.
I
I
think,
think.
I think it was there, but he fought one of them for the title. I remember that, and that was actually a good fight. Like I thought he
No, it
was
was
gonna
just
get
Marab. It
like
was just Marab.
yeah, Marab, like, and he actually done well in the grappling against Marab as well. Like I
Exactly.
thought Marab,
Sandhagen
I
don't
thought
stay
Marab was
down.
gonna get him out. Yeah, I thought he was, but I thought Marab was gonna get him out there early, like with the grappling, but it was a whole different story. Like he actually proved himself like well in the grappling against Marab as well. So that
Yeah.
could that's another fight that could be very interesting, like with the striking or like, if it goes down to the ground.
The thing about Batista though is, in some ways, he is a little bit more well-rounded in technical skills than Marab.
Yeah,
Marab has that fucking unbelievable cardio that he can really rely on, where he can be a
yeah.
little bit sloppier in areas and this and that. So this fight is going to be a lot more technical than fucking Sandhagen versus Marab, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is the sleeper fight that nobody's really given the credit it deserves, man. This is two of the top guys in the division, and this could very well be one of the champions one day. Either one could be a champion in the near future.
But the way I see this one as well, then like I know, well, I'm sure Jan and Thingy are going to be fighting again. I'm sure he's getting the rematch against Jan. The way I see it then is if that's happening, what should happen is whoever wins this fight should then go and fight Sean,
Yeah, 100%.
and then whoever wins that fight's the winner of Jan or Marab.
I don't know if Sean takes the fight right now though.
Now he wants it though. He's already said it. He said he
Oh,
wants the
okay.
bout again. He said he already wants it again.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's going to take a fight between either one of those guys. He might take an easier fight. Maybe not though.
They already asked like if would he fight like if he reckons if he could beat Jan. And he already said he reckons he could do it.
Oh yeah. I
If
meant between Sandhagen and Batista before he gets the title shot. He might want to wait those guys out because they're hard fights for him.
But I feel like that's but I'm sure they did mention something about like a little knockout thing anyway. So maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe the winner of these two will probably go on to fight Sean, and then the winner of them two maybe will then go on to fight the winner of Jan and Marab.
Yeah, but
But
if I'm Sean O'Malley, I'm avoiding those two.
No, I feel like he could. I feel like he could beat either of them honestly. Or
No,
they'd
he
be very
can.
good fight.
They're hard. It's hard. They're champion. In my opinion, both of those guys are above most of the other fighters in that division. So they're both championship material. I would only want to fight those guys if the title was on the line. Now, do you get what I'm
The only
saying?
reason
They're such risky fights. You want it to mean more than than a regular bout.
I agree with that, but the only reason why I'd want to see it happen as well, because also like we was talking about it earlier, was I want to see that fight between him and Corey anyway.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
yeah,
one fight I really want
I'm
to
with
see.
you. I want be honest with you. Anybody against Sean O'Malley or Sandhagen's fun fights for me, for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody with like the hype kind of died around Sean, and then look, the White House card came around. Then he
And he
does
showed
what he
up.
usually does. He does what he usually does, just showed up, and yeah.
Just
And then
like
now everyone's probably fucking loving him again after that because he done what he usually his walk off knockout, and like that was probably one of his best knockouts I've seen in the world from him.
I stay true to the name Mark, meaning I'm a Mark, like I'm a fanboy. I get behind most hype trains. I don't get behind everyone, but I'm behind. Like I've always liked Sean, man. I've never been like a
From Contender
fucking Sean
Series, I
O'Malley
was a big fan
stan
of
or
him from
anything.
then.
Yeah,
From when
Sean
he
O'Malley's
fought in the
tight.
Contender Series.
Yeah, exactly. He's been fucking cool since then.
As soon as I seen him fighting there, I was a fan of him straight away. Even the knockouts he was getting in the Contender Series, like
I mean, it
they
wasn't
were
just
just.
Snoop Dogg, but Snoop Dogg really helped the hype because, oh, Mally!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mally! Just screaming.
Yeah.
That was fun. This fight right here on the main card, since we're working our way down, man, Royval versus Kavanaugh, man. What do you think?
I'm gonna go. I reckon, I'm gonna be a bit optimistic with this one. I'm gonna go rival first round knockout.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, see, initially I was also going with Kavanaugh. I was going with Kavanaugh initially when I first saw the lineup. This new guy, he's a new breed. He's coming, but he has gotten knocked out by Charles Johnson. But the thing
Yeah,
is, Royval has in a way reached his peak. Like he's championship material, but he
yeah.
hasn't really done enough to get that belt. He's gotten close a few times. This the storyline behind this is supposed to be Kavanaugh beats Royval and then gets a title shot.
Yeah,
But
that's why I said I'm being optimistic though, because I
yeah,
know he's probably going to win. Like I know,
no,
like
yeah,
Kavanagh's probably going to
I
win.
wasn't telling you to tell you that. I was just kind of speaking on it. But
Yeah, no, I was just saying in general. Like that's why I said like
I'm
that's
with
why I'm
you,
being
man.
optimistic about
I
it.
like
You
I
know,
like
Kavanaugh's
Royval,
probably,
and
but rival. It doesn't mean he's got good boxing as well. So you know, that's you maybe he could use that against Kavanaugh. You maybe know he could knock him out. That's why I'm going for that. Maybe if he could come out with that first round knockout.
I like I like I like Brandon's grappling a lot better than his striking. I think that his striking might be underappreciated from most fans,
Mm.
but I still think that his grappling is his grappling is better than he gives himself credit for, in my opinion. Because I've heard him on podcasts and shit, he tries to act like he's more of a striker type guy. Bro, you're a grappler. Fucking
Yeah, you know, I
I
remember.
see him getting a fucking second, third round soon as Kavanaugh tires out because I think Kavanaugh's got one round in him. I think he's gonna chase
Yeah,
fucking Royval for a whole fucking round, get tired, and then Brandon's gonna just take him down or whatever and get a limb, get a choke, and fucking finish him.
but that's where I still feel like the first round knockout could come in because, like you say, he could be chasing him, and he could
Get tired out.
even towards the end of that first round because he's doing that a lot and he's tiring out. Brandon could catch him with one punch or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's lights out. That's what I'm saying. But then also, yeah, I do agree with you. More like you could tire him out in the second or third round. You could end up taking him down, choking him out. Like,
Mm-hmm. I'm 100% agree.
but with
What's
that one, Kavanaugh is meant to win that. Like, he is meant to win that fight. Like,
Well, that's yeah, because they're always trying to build new stars. Royval's kind of reached his ceiling, is like we were talking, like I was kind of saying. I believe he has because I mean he's got a few fucking title shots and shit the bed against the top guys,
but
against former champs.
but the way I put it though, I don't think Kavanaugh would be able to beat Pantoja or Van.
No, or
I don't
I
think.
don't think he beats Tassora or whatever. Tara,
Yeah, even
I forgot
yeah,
how you pronounce it.
Sorry, yeah. Them three there, I don't think he would be able to beat any of them.
Not
I
at
feel
all.
like he would. I feel like he would get slept by all three of them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and especially Pantoja. Pantoja would just choke him out first round.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Then Van.
I think Tesora would actually fucking tire him out with that grappling he was trying to get Van with.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
he had
yeah.
Van in
No,
a
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
full
Yeah.
mount and everything.
That's what I'm saying. And then Van would just them quick hands from
Light him
Van would
up.
just
Even
would
with
just like that's what I'm saying.
leg kicks, fucking hey, I mean Van is fucking way better than I thought he was. When I saw that fight,
Yeah,
I was on. So
but that's
this
why
oh go ahead, sorry, my bad.
with that obviously talking with that as well. That's why I'm waiting for it. Really excited for that rematch to be booked between Van and Pantoja, so we can actually see what would have happened.
I want to see Van versus uh Tysor Teresa. I fucking already lost his name. The Asian dude. I want to see him
Yeah,
fucking fight him again too, though.
again, yeah, that's we
That was
need to see
such
tied up.
dude. That was one of the best fights I ever seen. It was just nonstop action, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. Obviously, you couldn't just give him a rematch, but yeah, like at least see him win a fight or two and then give him a rematch,
Oh yeah, I didn't mean
or
immediate. I don't. Yeah, I can wait. Matter
or
of
give
fact,
him a
yeah, I
title
can
shot.
wait. I can wait
I
on that
think even
rematch, but I'm
him,
excited to see
I
it when it
think
happens.
I think him and Pantoja would be a very good fight as well.
Yeah, Pantoja probably
I
chokes
think
him
that
out
would be.
though. I think Pantoja chokes out everybody though. I'm
But
on
I think
that.
he chokes him out. But I think he chokes him out, but it wouldn't be like straight away. I feel like that would be very like it would be like similar to how him and Joshua Van was. It'd be very explosive, very aggressive, and then maybe he tires Tatsura out and then gets him like that.
Yeah. Well, one thing that, and I don't know if the statistic stands true, but I remember years ago hearing the statistic, and at the time it stood true. Anytime there's a rematch, the older fighter always loses the next fight. the younger fighter always beats the older fighter in the rematch. Chael Sonnen made that
yeah,
point years ago.
we could kind of confirm that because of Pereira versus what's his name? Who he lost when he lost
Ankalev?
I forgot his name. Ankalaev, yeah, he lost to Ankalaev, came back and then done him.
I can't stay true because isn't Volkanovski older than Max? I mean, he beat Max. So like there is a few outliers, but Chael made that point.
But still, but like we said though,
So
I
Van's
feel
likely
like
to win in the statistics.
I feel like Max won that second fight though.
Yeah.
And also I feel like the thing was very close there. So
Actually, I think that's the time that fucking Chael brought it up. Like it was
yeah.
like that was one of the times he's like, in reality, we all really feel like Max won, so he still stands true. He's making his point or whatever.
The person, if I'm saying the first fight, yeah, even the first, all three fights were very
Yeah.
close. I feel like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But I feel like the second fight definitely was Max's though, personally to me. Out of all them, that second fight, he should have won that one.
now here's where this fight right here, Terrence McKinney versus King Green. I feel like this will split the room quick because you want to talk about 50-50. Who the fuck knows who's showing up between these two? Both of these guys have great nights and both of them have terrible nights. You never know who's going to fucking show up between these two.
I'm gonna go King Green second round submission.
Damn, you think he's going to go for the sub? I mean, he does grapple, so it's not weird to think that, but yeah. I'm not.
He could use them long arms with the striking, obviously, like we know that. But
Yeah, but he can get done like Rufy did him. Because Rufy got him in one round because he's a young fucking guy with accuracy and power. T-Rex, aka Terrence McKinney, he got the power and accuracy. I think he just don't got the cardio to.
That's what I'm saying. With Green, I feel like Green has got that cardio. As I'm saying, he has got that cardio. So
this will be another one where it's probably gonna be a cat and mouse. It's gonna be McKinney chasing Green until McKinney tires out.
Yeah, and then Green just either catches him or takes him down, and then just
I'm pretty sure Rampage and maybe even TJay. I think they're both riding with McKinney. I lean with the vet in this one. I think that he'll be able to avoid those strikes, and he, like I said, he looked really good in that fight, that Sean Strickland night, because he fought on the same card as Joshua Van and then that night, and it after that fight, I was telling my buddy Donovan, who we were watching that shit together. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, give him a title shot. He's old. He just had a great performance. Just give him a title shot or something, bro. It's like it's the best performance of his career.
But I wouldn't want to see him go out on a title shot because that. Yeah, if it's to fight Gaethje, it's like it's lights out probably in the first 30 seconds. Like personally.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got him beating most of the people, to be honest.
If it's Topuria, I know this is just me just being really up. Like, I feel like Topuria would probably hit him 2-3 times and he'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing, though. But I wouldn't want to see him go out that way, like on a title shot.
Yeah, so I think that even if because we can agree that McKinney can get it done. I think that this fight's not likely to go to decision. This fight's it's either going to be an early win for fucking McKinney or a mid to late win for Green. Is what we can agree with everybody with is probably that.
Definitely, that's how I see. But that's the thing. Though, he said, either you never know. Either one of them could lose, and they could say, this is like the end for me now. Like, this is me done. You could more likely see that happen with King Green than Terrence, really.
Mm-hmm. I could see either one retiring, but I don't necessarily. I would rather McKinney retire just because I want to see King Green go out. We've been watching forever.
Yeah, but McKinney's young though. Still, don't forget, he's only 31, so he's got plenty of time. Same age as Paddy, so he's got plenty of time still in his career to do something. Well, that's why I say it's more of a chance that you, obviously, if we see King Green lose, there's more chance of him saying like, yeah, this is me. Like that's my last fight.
Yeah.
Where with Terrence, obviously the hype's already gone, but it'll be like, he obviously it'll either be they release him, or he still like could still have an opportunity to like prove himself or do something. But there's not much, like you say, the top 5 or whatever, or maybe not even top. Is he even in the top 10, or he's not even in top 10 or 15? Is he?
Who?
Terrence, he's not even in like the top 15, is he? I would guess.
To be honest with you, I have no idea. But see, the thing is, McKinney is kind of like a Sean O'Malley, not up there like
Yeah.
that, but he's kind of like a Sean O'Malley, Conor McGregor. He's got a name because he's gone out there and done fucking moments, and he's also active on Twitter, so he has a social media presence. So it's like even with that guy, he transcends the rankings a little bit. Maybe with the new ranking system, it doesn't, but this will help put him on there.
But I just feel like he wouldn't be able to hang even with the top 10. Even top like the main, even just the main top 5, he wouldn't be able to hang with any of them. He just
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you because like King Green just beat Jim Miller, and I feel like Jim Miller probably beats fucking McKinney easier than what Green's gonna. If Green's like, I feel like this is an easier fight for McKinney compared to if he was to fight Jim Miller, which is weird to say because that's not usually the case.
Yeah, definitely. But the way this really should be is that McKinney goes out there and finishes
Sparks
in the
him,
first round. Really
sparks him, runs in front, just runs in and beats his ass.
Like I'm saying, that's how it should go, but we never know what could happen. Like you said, you could see him chase King Green around for a round or even 2, and then end up getting knocked out himself in the 3rd round, maybe, or getting submitted.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, and that's why it's a 50-50 fight because it's youth versus wisdom. So before we go on to the prelims and shit and talk about prelims, something I didn't really think much on. You know, we always doing our thing. We stay busy doing dumb shit. I haven't thought much on who the hero and the asshole of the week would be. So just to be fair, it's like we're both thinking of it on fly unless you already thought of it.
I would have gave you mine earlier. Like I said, it's the UFC community at the moment. Just because the way they're putting Conor down, like he's not done any like.
So that's your asshole.
Well, yeah, he is at the moment because like everybody's saying
the hero?
Here, that's one I haven't really thought of right now.
So I wasn't wrong. We're both thinking of it on the fly a little. My hero of the week, I'll say, I just want, like it's kind of a, a stretch of a hero, but everybody, all the fighters this week, I'm gonna get him hero because everybody made weight. Not one person missed weight this weigh-in.
Yeah.
So I'll say hats off to the fuckers for making weight, motherfuckers. Nobody missed. We didn't have no controversy.
Oh yeah, no, that is really good. Yeah, because not like most of the time you will see like at least 1 or 2 fighters missing weight and stuff, but for everybody to make weight, yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna say my asshole of the week. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say with Max as well. Like I feel like it was bound that he would make weight anyway because he's used to being obviously 155, and then he's going up. So really, for him, it was just about eating more really than having to like be on a diet, or if he just needed to eat more just to gain that extra extra few pounds or whatever.
Well, I meant everybody on the card. It's rare these days that everybody makes weight.
Normally, that's what I'm saying. Normally, every card there's always 1 or 2 people missing weight all the time.
Yeah.
So to see them all, that is really good. Like
now,
I look at the saying, look at how many fights are on that card, and everyone's made weight.
Not everybody's gonna agree with my asshole of the week, and they're not everybody's gonna agree with my reasoning, but I'm okay with that. My asshole of the week is Max Holloway, but it's because he didn't match the energy during the press conference. I feel like he shit the bed for that. I think that he could have built way more hype. I'm not mad about everything he did because there was an aspect of like, when they faced off, it was super intense, and it felt like if they didn't hold back Holloway, he was gonna fucking scrap right there. So I will say that he didn't completely like just go there fucking dull, but it's like, bro, match Conor's energy, my dude. Like, give us more. We want it.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing that we're talking. It's Conor, though. What does Conor do to people at them press conferences? He always does that. He gets to people's heads.
I know. That's what I said. I know. Now, not everybody's gonna agree with me, but as a fan, you're an asshole because I wanted more out of it.
No, I totally agree with you, bro. I agree with that, definitely. Like, Max should have been. He should have. Yeah, he should have been giving the mouth a bit more himself. He shouldn't have just let like Conor control that the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how it felt. Like he was just letting Conor put like just control that like everything the whole time. He rarely said anything. Like he said, like it was just selective with what he said until the face off, and then that's when obviously the heat turned up and it got aggressive between them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like he kind of redeemed himself because it shows the intensity's there. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
asshole for not giving us entertainment. We wanted that. I know you're not getting paid or whatever to go out there and fuck, but you gotta look at it as an indirect way of getting paid. You're gonna make people want to buy more if you're fucking out there saying "fuck this Irish piece of shit." Nobody in Ireland even
yeah,
likes
that's
him.
what it is, man.
He's not even like Ireland deported him. Like he could just say random shit like that just to build hype and piss off Conor, but he didn't. Like
Yeah, because
a
the more he
million
was
things he could have attacked.
but that would have been the thing then if he would have done that. That if he kind of would have got more low down, it would have just been more of a hype between them. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And as just a spectator of the sport, I would have loved every second of it. You know what I
oh yeah, of course, that's what I mean, yeah, man. Because he
mean?
knows that it would have triggered Conor. If he'd have kept on doing it, it would have triggered Conor. So,
Hmm.
and it would have got a reaction from everybody.
There would have been shit thrown. We know how that happens when people go back at Conor. Shit goes
Yeah.
insane, like for real. You remember when he was doing it and he's like, fuck the Mayweathers and fuck the Jameson brothers because he had his whiskey and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, look at the one
Man,
Diaz.
nobody's safe.
Look when he took the was it when he took the can at Diaz and it ended up hitting that one guy.
Yep.
He got sued for that as well. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he was full of catchphrases. The Mac is back. He was doing all that shit
Yeah.
last night. It was fun. The featured prelim fight of the night, or whatever you want to call that, the main event of the prelims. This one is the one that this is probably out of all the fights, other than the main event. This is my co-main. This is the people's main event for me. I know some people don't give a fuck about Krylov. Some people don't give a fuck about Whitaker moving up. But I remember at one point thinking Krylov was fucking good, and then until he started fucking up, I'm like, yo, he's kind of a fucking dark horse of the division back. And it wasn't that long ago I used to say that. But then he fell off because he took a couple of L's. He lost to fucking Dominic Reyes. He lost to fucking Guskov. Two guys who aren't that good. He's never really, he has had bad L's, or L's that most people would write you off for having. But he's well-rounded, man. He's a good test for Whitaker. A hard test for Whitaker. Moving up.
Definitely. That's right. It's definitely a good test for him for his first fight in that division.
Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go with Whitaker on this one now. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's what I'm definitely gonna go with Whitaker on this one. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be very interesting just to see how he actually does in this division now.
I think he's gonna look better than ever. I think that his combos that he does, the ones where he darts in with like a leg kick and some hands and shit, how he puts it together in quick little bursts. I think he's just gonna do that all day.
Yeah, he could definitely light him up doing that. Like,
but Krylov is not against grappling. I know Whitaker's no slouch, but the weight difference, that's where it's like Krylov could just grapple fuck him, and he might not be used to having to
being held down like that. Yeah.
Kick somebody off. That's somebody like Krylov who's used to grappling with heavyweights or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is interesting, but I gotta go with who I think is the better fighter all around, Whitaker.
What do you reckon it's gonna be? Do you reckon he's gonna knock him out, or
you
reckon it'll be a decision?
I think it's likely to be a decision for Whitaker, but a dominant one.
Sounds about right.
I'm not saying Whitaker can't finish Krylov, but I think Krylov is good enough to not get finished, and he's bigger. Let's see. What about the size difference? There's a 3-inch height advantage. There's a let's see, 3 to 5, that's a 5-inch fucking reach advantage. So it'll be a little tougher for Whitaker than just fighting. Because don't forget, Whitaker used to fight at 170, dude. He fucking early on in his career, he lost a fucking 170 fight against Stephen Thompson. A lot of people forget that they fought early in their
Oh
career.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's like Whitaker's been around for a lot longer than people realize. You know, he won the Ultimate Fighter the 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's one of the ones that stood out throughout the years as one of the guys that's one of the better fighters throughout. He didn't just phase out. He's always been pretty good in most of his fights.
yeah.
Like, what's the worst Whitaker performance? I don't even know. Like, I guess when he lost to Adesanya and Chimaev. Okay, so he was having a little bit of, but why move up when you're getting finished by guys? You know, that's
And he
that's
broke
that's
and
that's the
Chimaev broke
mystery.
his jaw as well, didn't he?
Is the weight
Or
cut
done something.
that much harder for you? And do you think that's the reason why you got to go up? I'm confused. Like, these guys are finishing you in a lighter weight class.
Like I said, if you remember, like didn't Chimaev like break his jaw or something as well when he
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that was crazy as well. He said
And
that he
then
done that too.
he lost a split decision to RDR. So,
Yeah,
but then he's like, fuck it, I'm going up in weight. Don't really exactly know why, but he did it.
that's maybe
I hope he could be a fun guy to mix it in with a lot of these top 205ers, man. If he can do it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I could see Alex get into this. I mean, Alex. I could when you saying Alex Pereira, I thought about him. I could see Nikita Krylov winning the decision with grappling. I could also see him getting a submission, like a Kimura, something like that. I could see him catching fucking Whitaker with a Kimura in a scramble.
yeah, that could happen, especially like I said because of the like him having the extra weight and that being an advantage for him and like holding him down. You never know, he could catch him with something like that.
It's near even on the betting odds, but on Tapology, 83% of the people that picked these fights went with Whitaker. Only 17% went with Krylov. So the Tapology people seem to think it's going to be a pretty. They're all decided it's Whitaker. So I guess you and I ain't
That's a
wrong.
bit surprising. Yeah, I'm surprised with that. I thought it would have been a bit. Thought it would have been a bit more even than that. Crazy. So everyone thinks that Whitaker's going to go out in there and obviously start him then.
I'm still not sure if this is the biggest favorite of a debuting UFC fighter, but
Yeah.
negative 2,500 is fucking insane for a debuting fucking. So
damn. Okay.
So that means, what does that mean? I think that means you got to spend $2,500, and if he wins, you get back $2,600. You got to spend $2,500 just to get $100. I believe that's what that means. So every $2,500 you spend, you get $100 more.
Pretty much, yeah. So you'd have to put some big money on him to win big, basically.
So like, yeah. So if you was the bet with him being a 1,000 underdog, doesn't that mean for every 100 you spend, you get 1,000?
Something like
if
that,
he wins, I believe I get confused. I'm not a big bettor myself, just because I don't like losing money. But shit, if you, I don't know how much money y'all are working with, but this is a debuting UFC fighter going against, well, a guy they brought in to the UFC and lost once, so maybe not. I'm not really familiar with this guy either, but it might be worth putting a couple dollars down on the guy just in case, just to get back a huge return.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good fight. Gable Stevenson.
You get what I'm saying? Even though you don't think it's going to happen, it's just because it's such a fucking return. It's like put down a couple dollars, or what? Like I said, if you're working with a lot of money, put down 100 or something on them just to see. But I mean, $5 on a man ain't gonna break most of us. It's worth it. If you got a way to bet $5, you could get a decent return, probably just for just to throw $5 out there.
With that, I'm going to go for an early one with that with Gable. I'm going to go first round knockout for Gable on that one.
Yeah. I fucking no idea, bro. I mean, he's likely to take him down, get full mount, and fucking just take him down and be in a position he's comfortable in, because they all got their favorite positions. He might just fuck him up from full guard. Some wrestlers prefer that shit. But I assume he's gonna take him down and just beat the fuck out of him and ground and pound. But who knows? Gable
Well, that's the
Stevens
same thing,
stands up.
he's either going to knock him out on the feet, or he's going to take him down and just ground and pound him.
Well, the guy Gable Stevens is fighting lost to so he's the guy that Robert Whitaker's homie with the third nipple. Robert Whitaker's homie knocked out the guy that Gable Stevens is going against. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The guy that had the nipple right here, whatever.
Yeah.
So his only fight in the UFC, the guy that Gable Stevens is going against, is getting knocked out by that guy. That's his only fight.
Oh shit. So yeah, it should be an easy fight for Gable then, really.
Let's see, what else did he lose by? He's lost by a choke by some random. So it's like this guy is not. He doesn't seem like an expert anywhere, probably. So his name is Snack Panther, but you're being fed the Gable Steven like a fucking snack.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that could be another asshole of the week for the matchmakers for this matchup, because like, if the betting odds are that fucking steep, then obviously the matchmakers are setting up a fight. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's not. This ain't the betting odd people believe that this is a mismatch, a terrible mismatch. That's what the betting odds are saying.
Well, what the odds are saying, clearly, it's just an easy fight for Steve, like for Gable coming for, like.
So just to pull my asshole of the week off of Max Holloway, I'm gonna say my asshole of the week is the people that made this match. I get it, you got to build a star, but goddamn, like, how are you gonna build a star if he's supposed to beat him that bad? That's what I'm saying. Like, so if Ellison lands one good shot, most of the casual fans are gonna be like, this guy was supposed to fucking beat him so easily. He just got fucking rocked. Fuck this guy. I'm not on that train no more. It's like it's a double-edged sword that the hype is there. That's why I don't.
Setting him up for success, but they're also setting him up for failure. Like,
yeah, for extreme criticism. Sherry, baby, welcome in, Sherry. So we got Cody Garbrandt taking on Adrian Yanez. Sometimes I fuck up that name.
I'm more 50-50 with that one.
Well, Yanez or Yanez, I've heard it pronounced differently, but Yanez, he was a guy that had a little bit of hype, but at the same, even though like some people would argue that Yanez is way more well-rounded, it's just he didn't really reach the same heights that Garbrandt has. But which one has a harder fall off? Because Garbrandt reached higher heights, but Yanez fell off earlier, but maybe hasn't hit
his peak,
or maybe hasn't hit the downslope as hard as Garbrandt did. Because Garbrandt he did not look good in those couple fights, against a lot of these guys. But I mean, he did just get a dub. Yanez is also, like, both of these guys need this fight, and both of these guys could retire off of this fight.
Right, definitely. Garbrandt's got them quick hands as well. It's one thing you got to remember about him as well.
Yeah, I would say in a weird way, but not like totally carbon copy. But Yanez and Mario Batista are kind of similar in their skill sets. Yeah. They're both well-rounded, not really experts in anything, but also good enough to hang with most of them. I don't think he's gonna try to hang with him striking, but if he does, he's a fucking maniac, because I don't think he will.
That one, I'm probably gonna go Garbrandt decision.
I'll go Garbrandt knockout second round. I think Yanez is gonna try to work the legs early. Yeah. And Cody's just too quick and too evasive, and frustrates him, ends up catching him with something by the second round. I'm gonna guess. I think Cody's just too much better than Adrian. I know Adrian's good, but I don't think he's as good as Cody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Cody will win now. Yeah, I think that would be knockout.
This is one that Tapology disagrees with us on. Are we fanboys of
Okay.
Garbrandt? Are we biased because we fucking watched him in his come up? Maybe. But a lot of people think 77% Giannis, only 23% Garbrandt. So
Yeah, that's because obviously that's because of the fall off. So now everyone's expecting him to always get killed or something now. Because like you said, he did have a really big fall off, Garbrandt. He did.
yeah,
But I don't know. Like I said, I reckon that's why I say a decision. Like could be a decent fight, but he manages to take it by decision now.
welcome in Rampage. Appreciate you being able to stop in. I think you might be out or doing what you got to do, but you might be home. Either way, I mentioned you earlier. It was funny, but yeah, I just think that the difference is going to be the boxing, the footwork, and the hands. I think Giannis has skill sets in his striking, but I just don't think it's going to be of the same caliber of Garbrandt.
Yeah.
What we got next? Oh yeah,
Luke
Kai
Riley
Kamaka
and
versus Luke Riley. I thought Kai Kamaka was hella older than he is because he was in the UFC like hella long ago. I remember, and it's just I don't know,
he's
but
only like he's only 31 as well. Yeah.
he's only in his second fight return from his outside of the UFC. But let's see how long ago it was that before his return. So he just returned to the UFC in 2026. And he hasn't fought in the UFC since 2021. So he had a 5-year or 5-year different, like 5 years without the UFC. He was in
That's
Bellator for a
crazy.
while, PFL for a while, and then Tough Enough. But
Okay.
Kai Kamaka's always been decent, but I've never been big on him. And I remember when he wasn't in the UFC anymore, I'm like, okay, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? So I think that this is there's part of me that's like, okay, he's on a comeback season. I'm rooting for him in that sense. But I feel like Luke Riley's the A side of this. I feel like he's supposed to win.
Yeah.
Let me see. What was this? Bogdangrad, he knocked him out, and then he went to decision against Aswell. I remember being critical against him and it was going to decision because Luke Riley had a hype and he was kind of saying things like he was gonna like just kill this guy, but I think this is his redemption. I think he probably does finish fucking Kai Kamaka.
Isn't this Luke Riley? I'm pretty sure. Isn't he one of Paddy's people, friends?
OG Kennett, OG Kent. I said the same thing. I said the same thing. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was saying it's Luke Riley. Isn't he one of Paddy? Yeah. This is Paddy's friend, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just
That's why he
forgot.
came in with and I think he did. Did he do Contender Series? What the fuck did he come from?
I think so. Yeah.
No, he
I
didn't do
thought I
Contender
just-
Series, but he came in with that hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I remember that fight. Yeah. That's what. Because I was thinking about the name and it really, it's Paddy's friend. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
he's.
can they both get a winner
So this
in the
is
same night?
Luke Riley, Liverpool, by the way. So yeah, right in the same area. He's undefeated. Kai Kamaka, been there, done that. He's already taken his L. So it's like he might have a little bit more composure or calmness to him because he already taken his L's. So I mean
Yeah.
that might be a factor, but I still think Luke Riley the undefeated. I think he's gonna stay undefeated this tomorrow. I think
Yeah, he should. That's what he should do. Yeah.
Kai Kamaka is
Do you reckon
whatever
he gets him
is
that win?
whatever to me.
Do you
He's
reckon he
always
gets
been
him
a
that win?
fighter I never gave a fuck about. A cool name. I think the Hawaiian type of fucking vibes and shit, but never been that good, right? I mean, in my opinion.
Do you reckon he gets him out early though?
Well, Kai Kamaka's never been subbed. And let's see, Luke Riley, which I'll probably just go over here. Luke Riley, let's see how many subs he's got. 0 subs. So he's likely to go for a knockout. So this is a stand-up fight, probably. Because Kai always likes to keep it on feet for the most part. And 9 knockouts. Let's see. Is he usually going to the third round? No, most time it's first, second round. He's went to the third round 3 times in his fucking not or no, what other than his last fight that went to decision. Or no, the
Okay.
two of them did. But most of the time when he's knocking motherfuckers out, it's either first or second round. So
Yeah.
these two are probably gonna fucking come out fireworks, bro. Because this guy right here, look, I mean he goes to decision, but like knockout, fucking. Let's see, where's his records right here? Oh, he's only got 3 knockouts though. See that?
Okay.
But he's a guy that likes to stay standing. He's Hawaiian, dude. You know, he kind of fits that vibe with his style too, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Luke Riley's gonna probably take him out within the first 2 rounds, just like he does most of the time in the rest of his fights.
I was going to say second round. Yeah.
I don't see
Maybe.
this guy Kamaka doing better than any of his other opponents.
No, definitely not.
And 92% of Topology agree with us on that one.
Sounds about right, though. That was.
No, I know.
Like
Go ahead.
if anything, though, that realistically, that sounds like another second fight, really, because if that many people think that he's going to go and do that, really, then that just sounds like a really easy fight for him. Then sounds like he should just go in and totally destroy him. Then
Yeah, because like I said, the age difference isn't real big, but in fighting career years, Kai Kamaka has been around a lot longer. He's been there, done that. Okay, so that's okay. Rampage, okay, perfect. You're perfect opposite right here. He's just overhyped, and Kai Kamaka would fucking definitely be the perfect name to prove that, right? Because he's not even hyped at all. Like there's zero hype behind Kai Kamaka unless you're like the guys like I get behind Hawaiians because this guy he's like fun, but he's not that good, right? So like this is a perfect like what do you call that? Like this is a test to see if he's worth the hype or not. This is a test.
Yeah.
Because if Kai Kamaka goes, even if he goes to decision and Kai Kamaka still loses, the Luke Riley hype is fucking sizzling out bad. Luke Riley has to finish.
It'll either sizzle out, or then it could either be a close fight, and then it could be similar to like what happened with Paddy in that one fight that Paddy had, and like people were kind of like
yeah, but
you know,
with the hype of Luke Riley and the way they talk, he should beat his ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that was the same with Paddy in that fight. He should have won that fight, but it was close, and everyone thought he lost. And then that's how you never know. It could happen. The same thing could happen with Riley. Like it'd be a close fight. Well, it could be a close fight and not meant to go his way, but then people disagree. Like, and he gets the win, and then people would disagree. Like you never know. It could be something like that.
If Luke, I'll say this, just to put this out there, if Luke Riley loses this fight, Rampage is it. The whole world's got to agree with Rampage on that statement. Like, if you lose to Kai Kamaka, you don't have no chance of beating. Well, no chance, but you don't have much chance to beating any of the top 20. Kai Kamaka is a setup fight, or should be, based on your hype and your what they say your skill sets are.
Yeah, that's definitely
so
true.
You lose to Kai Kamaka. I personally don't give a fuck about you. But he's 13-0, bro. He's 13-0, man. I mean, there's something to that.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. That's why realistically, like, with him being like 30, that's why he should go out realistically and do him maybe even in the first round.
I agree, and he might. He's done it before to other opponents. But Kai Kamaka, but that Hawaiian shit too. That this is a test. He hasn't been knocked out often. This Kai Kamaka, and some people say that Hawaiians, Samoan style type person, they don't, just like people from Liverpool or Scousers, whatever they say, they don't get knocked out. Well, neither do fucking Hawaiians and Samoan types. Who's a sexy man on the left? Well, I don't know if it's my left or your left or what, but I think his name is SkyHighJosh, dumbass. Nah, I'm just fucking with TJay. I knew. Obviously, I knew who he knew. I knew he knew you were. Oh shit! Now I gotta adjust my shit, or I guess it don't really matter. But anyway, so this fight, obviously, I don't give one fuck about. I mean, Tracy Cortez is kind of hot. This Kong Wang is kind of cool because she comes out like as the Joker type.
These fights, we can pretty much just like breeze through these ones easily. Yeah.
You got the China prospect, Chinese prospect, whatever you want to call it, straight out of China. Fucking,
I'm
she's
going for
on a 3 streak.
I'm gonna go for Cortez because she's got a nice ass. Like that's my only reason for that one. Right. I don't know.
62 is going with Wang. 38 is going with Cortez. I literally
Is she an up and coming like?
no. She's a good prospect right now. She's on a 3-fight win streak in the UFC and everything. She's got like some of her top wins: Bruno Brazil, and Adrian Lipsky. I don't even know who the fuck this is though. Eduardo Mora. I don't remember her.
She's 34.
Yeah, so it's like the one that's on a better streak right now is Kong Wang. So coming in with better momentum, Kong Wang.
Okay.
But Tracy Cortez, she got a little bit of that. She's hot, so the judges might fucking give her the if it's a close round, they might give her the nod because she's hotter. Wang came in but did not get stopped with the wrestling. Wang came in What the fuck is you talking about? You starting to talk like a Chinese person trying to speak English? Wang came in Wang ho. Fucking this fight's got you so confused. You messing up. And by the way, Rampage, I remember what I said in the beginning of the podcast when I mentioned your name. I said Rampage is excited because Wang and Penis are on the same card. Just to not be on the fence, I'm gonna say I think Wang's gonna fucking take it, probably decision. I never think women's gonna go to a finish.
I feel like it's rare to see him finishing women's though, like.
Yeah. And then we got Penis. I think they literally pronounce it penis, by the way. It's kind of crazy. Penis, maybe.
Versus Almeida.
Yeah, but like 9-1, coming out the Contender Series, fucking getting a quick dub, going against. Let's see. Where did this guy come from? I don't even remember. Let's look at his other page. Penis. I don't give a fuck how it's pronounced. Pen 15. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Okay, now that I see his picture here, I remember him more. Who did he fight that I liked? What fight did I fuck with heavy? Maybe it was the Butka fight. I don't know. Just remember this motherfucker thinking like, God damn, I think he still didn't look good when he wins, right? This guy's kind of a brawler, right? If I remember correctly. Where's he from? I feel like Brazil. He'll probably get knocked out, right? Because he's kind of a brawler. If it's the guy I'm thinking of. I can't even be sure. Because I don't remember any of these fights really when I'm looking at them.
Penis should win. I feel like he should win that one.
Yeah. Penis is really good at going in and out. Penis is good at going the distance, but sometimes has an early explosion. Penis comes out hard and strong.
Look what you started, TJay.
Yeah, there's a lot of tests in this fight card. I think you would agree, guys. It seems like it's a lot of tests for either up and comers or guys if they still got it or not. Because even in the main event, we're like, does Conor still have it? It's a test, and it's a good test. I guess I'll go with Penis just to keep the fucking hype going from Aruba.
Yeah.
24 versus 38. That sways my decision a lot, man. When there's that much of a difference in the age, that youth can really fucking help. The youthful fucking intensity and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty significant reach advantage. Fucking 5 inch. I mean, against two strikers.
Okay.
Who'd you go with? Are you going with Penis as well?
Yeah.
Don't even mean that as a joke. We'll call him the Baby Yaga. I like the way he fights, man. I remember that fight. I just don't, like I said, like, who the fuck is Wes Schultz? Point taken.
Yeah, I reckon he could get him out earlier.
I get that point, but that's why we go. That's why we got this guy, who's a step in the right direction for a little bit better than Wesley Schultz. You know, a little bit better of a name. Now, Farad Basharat. Why do I remember that name? And I don't remember John Garza.
Barry Basharat and John Garza.
15-0, huge favorite.
Yeah.
Chris Gutierrez is a decent name, I guess. The rest on man. And this guy's coming and debuting. So, like, heavy underdog, but do we really know? You know?
Never heard of him, to be honest.
I want to see. Let's look at the other pictures by him. Yeah. Northern London. It's an England heavy card, man. It's kind of cool that on YouTube I said I'm in England doing this. Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, we were talking about, we didn't know if the fight got replaced or just canceled. And I was saying, I know that's what I said in the beginning of the podcast when Josh was pointing out to me. I was saying Ewing. I was hype about the Ewing fighting, but when I was going over the fights again, I didn't even know this to get pulled. It got pulled, so obviously I wasn't that hype about it until he mentioned it. I forgot that fight was even on the card.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm going to root for the new guy. But do I think he gets done? Probably not. He'll probably lose. But I'm rooting for the debuter. Fuck it. Yeah, I remember being hyped when you guys first talked about Ewing, but I haven't paid attention enough. And like I said, when I looked at the card and shit last night and this morning, I was like, it didn't even cross my mind that Ewing wasn't fighting. Like, that's how much my mind forgot about that fight. That's why I'm like, I guess I didn't care that much. Oh, bro, for your buddy. I don't even remember exactly how close you were with him, but this guy's nickname's Mowgli. We gotta give him the mojo for the nickname sharing with your buddy.
I know, right?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm rooting for the new guy. I think he gets it done. Fuck no. So he's likely to lose, but I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah.
I thought this was the Caesar guy based on the way he looks. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. But this guy's 9-1. I don't remember him off of the looks because he reminds me of another fighter. So it's like I can't even picture him. Who did he fight? Oh, he's a Contender Series guy. And he won, and then he came in the UFC and won by a first round TKO in 41 seconds. So it's definitely not the guy I was thinking of. Who was like, but this guy is where's he from? Brazil. Okay, and who's he fighting? Oh, Zach Reese. Decent name. Not the greatest, I mean, but decent. So Zach Reese is set up to lose here, in my opinion. Yeah, if we're looking at the matchmakers and shit. Damn, he's coming off a L to fucking Michelle Pereira. You know, a split decision.
Yeah.
But this guy's got the fucking momentum, man. I mean, he hasn't lost a fight since 2022, and that was his second professional fight ever. It's the only fight he's ever lost. And ever since then, he came right back and just started knocking motherfuckers out.
So realistically, he should win that, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably first round knockout for Ryan. I don't Zachary. I
Yeah,
doubt Zachary Reese is able to stop this motherfucker.
yeah, I agree with you on that. Yes, first round knockout for Ryan on that one. And then the last fight, Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden.
And I know that a lot of y'all said that Cody Durden's good because you went back on the whole Cody Durden and Cody. What was the other Cody? Uh, Not Garbrandt. Cody. Well, don't matter. There was two of them I kept saying they were trash, and I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Brundage. Out of the two, I do like Durden better, but I personally, it wasn't because of the skill set. It was just because of Tyler Durden from fucking Fight Club. That's the character that fucking Brad Pitt plays. So just because he had the name of a fucking character, that's cool to me. I've always had a little special spot in my heart, even though I think he sucks. So it's like, yeah, I root for him a little bit, but I mean, look at him. I mean, he lost to Joshua Van. Not too bad nowadays when you think about it. Lost to who the fuck is Jose O'Shea. I don't know him. Or Jose,
Never heard
sorry.
him. I was yeah, never heard of it.
Nascimento is pretty good. Not the greatest.
Yeah.
I don't even remember this name. Tumin Dembaro. I don't remember him either. He lost to him.
Mm,
He's good as fuck. O'Shea or whatever. O'Shea. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Easy talk. Let me just look at him real quick because I don't remember him. He's all right. Probably better than I gave him credit for. But this guy going against Cody Durden. What do we know about him? His nickname is No No. I love that. Okay, so he beat Matt Schnell. Probably supposed to. Man, both of these guys. I swear, Cody Durden never has a fucking like a fight that's either one of them looked that good. You know what I mean? But he's beaten Jimmy Flick, one of TJ's old favorites back in the day. He's lost to Steve Urseg. So I mean, he's won a few, lost a few. Do you got an opinion on this fight? I don't really, not necessarily have an opinion, but
yeah, not really. I feel like probably if I'm gonna go for anyone, I'll probably go Alessandro on this one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I like Cody Durden to a degree, but Costa's the fucking the one
Yeah,
they want to build here.
he's the favorite for this fight, I would say.
But it's crazy that there's a 3-inch height advantage, but they have the same reach. It's kind of crazy. But Durden's 3 inches taller. He's a Brazilian fighter out of Mexico. So he's got the Brazilian intensity, the Mexican fight spirit. This motherfucker gonna go
Yeah.
hard. I mean, that's the whole card too.
And the Mexicans love to box as well. So,
And just gotta say that, I mean, we didn't end, but like we ended kind of almost perfectly timed for the fucking power slap.
jeez, okay, that's good.
Power slap starts in about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. Or should I just keep it open?
Maybe just end it.
Yeah, so if you want to do the watch along, make sure you head over to my Twitch, because then we'll be doing the watch along with the power slap. If you want to watch with us, you can pop in the Discord. And that's all in the bio. If you need help finding it, just message me. Yeah, especially when I do podcasts and stuff, I make sure to go live on YouTube. All right, so we'll see you guys next week for the podcast listeners, and anybody that wants to watch Power Slide with us, we'll see you in a few minutes over in Twitch. Yeah, that's what I was